If we're constantly telling ourselves, hey, you're fat, I can't do this, I can't move like everybody else, your body reacts to that. It starts to feel like, okay, you can't move like everybody else. You can't go up those stairways because you have made a connection, everything, all the neurons and stuff, all the signaling that goes on in your body is connected a lot of times to how we feel in our emotions.
If you found value in this video, like, share, or subscribe.
So welcome, thank you for joining us another episode of My Gut Loss. Today's guest, amazing Areulior. Did I say that right?
Yes, that's how you say it.
Areulior. Listen, thank you for joining us. Let's just get into it.
Awesome. Thank you for having me, by the way. This is exciting.
In one of your posts, you talk about mental habits that create a body image. You also allude to changing the mind can change the body. I know we went into that a little bit. Talk to us a bit more about how changing the mind can change the body.
Yeah, so in my studies, we generally will talk in the physiological aspect of it, especially when it comes to healing, and recovery. If you're consistently worried about breaking your leg again or tearing something again, it's a higher chance you're probably going to do so because you're scared, and then you're compensating, you're going into motions that is going to lead to that injury either reoccurring, or you get into close enough to that point where you kind of scare yourself so you stop progressing. So the same thought process when it comes to something like healing where you can see it, it can be put towards your weight loss journey. And like you said, the same stuff that I kind of went over earlier. If we're constantly telling ourselves, hey, you're fat, I can't do this, I can't move like everybody else, your body reacts to that. It starts to feel like, okay, you can't move like everybody else. You can't go up those stairways because you have made a connection, everything, all the neurons and stuff, all the signaling that goes on in your body is connected a lot of times to how we feel in our emotions. And so the habits, I tell people, change that habit. Start small habits where you're trying to improve on that. Don't go out and think you have to, be Superman or Superwoman immediately, but start working towards, hey, drink more water throughout the day. It's okay. If you had a soda, put 2 waters behind that soda. Just start implementing it. Eventually, you're going to get to the point where that's a natural habit where you just drink water for every meal throughout the day. Same thing with working out. Just increase little habits until it becomes something that is a lifestyle for you. Same thing with that habit of looking at yourself and saying, hey, I'm beautiful. I'm going to be beautiful at this size if I just become healthier and the weight doesn't fully shed off immediately, but later down the road, will come up, I will be beautiful, I am still worthy and all that. So it's how you speak with yourself and what you tell yourself is very important in those habit changing areas.
So I'm getting a sense of really focusing on positive reinforcement of how you see yourself. I kind of get in a reminder of the placebo effect, where the doctors test pills, but they give people like sugar pills that's got no medicine in them, but they still get some sort of reaction from it because of their mind.
Exactly.
They believe they're getting something to cure them, and they cure themselves. So
exactly.
I guess that's where that's coming from, in a sense.
Yes. A lot of times in our industry, we don't focus on the mental aspect of weight loss and fitness. We tend to just focus on the physiological part, which is fun in itself. But if you're dealing with people who are overweight, a lot of times it's hard for them to, get into that space of them being able to do it. That's where the motivation comes from. As a trainer, as a coach, whatever you are so used to motivating, and that is all goes into the mental aspect of their journey. It doesn't have to do with them being able to walk up the 5 steps, because we're going to motivate you to at least get up 3, and then we're going to keep motivating you so eventually you get to 10 steps and you don't realize it. So that's where, placebo effect it works. You know, you've seen people take medicine and they're like, yeah, I'm doing great, you know, I feel better. And you're like, oh, there's nothing in there. Or you've seen people like Munchausen syndrome, in a sense, where you tell yourself you're sick, you're sick, you're sick, and you could honestly be very well, but they have gotten to their head that, hey, I'm sick, I'm dying, or whatever it is, and they actually start to manifest all of those feelings. So all of that can be contributed, used in your weight loss journey, you know, even as a professional. Just keep that in mind.
Thanks for watching this video. If you've got any questions that you'd like our experts to answer, please leave them in the comments below.